Hey guys, Rybificus here, bringing you some Age of Empires HD Edition. This game took place earlier today, and I thought I'd go ahead and record and give my shot at some commentating since I've been playing quite a bit of this game in my free time. This is a 1v1 random map, random civilizations. My opponent was spawned in as the Spanish. I was spawned in as the Mongols, and I never actually played the Mongols before. I tend to stick to the Byzantines and the Britons. Those are usually my two favorite civilizations. So I'm naturally at a disadvantage with most other civilizations just because I'm not familiar with their bonuses and whatnot. But let's go ahead and we'll get the game started here and see what takes place. Now, I have been watching some BBQ Turkmen's videos about how to get out of the Dark Age as fast as possible. So I've been able to get to the Feudal Age around 10:30 to 11-minute mark. That's typically when I go up, which is far better than what I used to be. It used to take me around 15 minutes to get to the Feudal Age, so there has been some improvement there. My basic tactic for this map was to give rushing a try. Usually I'm not a rusher. I tend to stay back and build up my forces and then attack, which I realize in this game is not really the smart thing to do. So in this game I promised myself I'd go ahead and try to be the first one to attack, because usually it's the other way around. Usually other players are rushing me and coming into my town center or my little village and just destroying me. So I thought I'd give it a shot and see how well I do if I went ahead and rushed this guy. So standing out right now, building a house here. I'm gonna lure this boar, and unfortunately this villager does die because I didn't garrison him inside the town center. I'm still very much a noob player, but I'm trying to improve. So I mean, I've gotten to the point now where I lure boar every game. I never used to lure boar. I used to just let them be, and I just used to go straight to farms right after berries. So, you know, and actually on this map there were no berries, so I had to kind of adapt. As far as what my opponent's doing right now, I noticed he started off with 4 houses. It looks like he's going for his second boar, it looks like. Start off with 4 houses, which, as far as I know, is not the efficient way to go through and try to get out of the feudal Dark Age as soon as possible, but that's what he's done. He's got a few villagers on wood, it looks like, a few on stone, or 1 on stone, or 1 on gold, excuse me. No barracks or anything like that. So let's go back over here. I dropped a mill down over here next to all the deer. Notice there's quite a few deer, so might as well take advantage of it. My biggest issue with this game is not so much getting out of the feudal or the Dark Age. Gotta keep misspeaking. Getting out of the Dark Age. It's once I get into the Castle Age, I kind of start to look like a deer in the headlights. So I'm going up right now at around the 11-minute mark. So, like I said, around 10 or 11 minutes is typically when I start to hit the Feudal Age research. But like I was saying, I usually get overwhelmed kind of middle Castle Age because I have more villagers, I have more buildings. You know, you want to keep the upgrades going, you want to keep the idle villagers low, or you know, you don't want any idle villagers basically. And at the same time you have to plan your attack, so there's quite a bit you have to plan, and I'm still not used to it 100%. I'm getting a little bit better, but I still have a long way to go if I ever want to be taken seriously at this game, which I don't even know if I want to, but you know, it's what I'm playing right now. I seem to be having quite a bit of fun with it. As far as what my opponent's doing, let's go ahead and take a look at what his reserves are now. He's sitting on quite a bit of food. He's got quite a bit of gold. He's actually sitting pretty well. He's still within the Feudal Age, but he's actually researching it right now, so he'll be going up as well. He's dropped a barracks down. He's got a few idle villagers there. Score-wise at this point, I'm at around 1,200 points. He's at around 700, 800. So my lead has increased significantly since the beginning of the game. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a look and see Yeah, so at this point I was scouting for, I scouted around my base well enough to see what all the reserves that I had, or resources that I had. So I'm sending my scout around to try to find him now. I thought he would be over in this area, but he's actually, you know, as you can see, he's right over in here. Right over in here. Sitting at around 34 population, researching various upgrades. I went with scale barding armor for cavalry units because I wanted to attack them with knights. So, and I'm sure there's those of you that are going to look at this and say, you know, I did it wrong. I'm aware of that. Like I said, I'm nowhere near a good player on this game. I've been practicing. I've been trying to get a little bit better. But you know, we all start somewhere, right? At this point, I'm keeping the villager production going. It was around this time that I finally made the decision. It was time to attack. The game had gone on far enough. I was aware of where his base was and the general setup of it. I knew he didn't have too much to stop any kind of rush, so I sent a few villagers over here and dropped down a barracks. Damn wolves. So my goal was to drop down a few military buildings right here so that I can get some military units to his base quickly, you know, keep the flow of them coming instead of them running all the way across the map. Drop down 2 stables here. Like I said, I wanted to go for knights to basically attack him. Drop down the barracks for pikemen, but as you can see, I researched meta arms for some reason. I should have just gone for the upgrade for the spearmen to pikemen. So I've got my 2 stables, and I decided to drop a tower down right here. Now you'll notice that I did not go for another town center, and that was because I couldn't find my stone reserves. Now I could have dropped down another town center and increased my villager production, but at this point, since I was unable to find my stone, I just went for the attack. It was either make it or break it at this point. If he is going to defend this attack, basically it's game over for me. I don't have any stone. He's got stone right next to his base here. You know, he's going to be able to lay down a few other town centers and get a pretty good boom going. So at this moment I made the decision to go ahead and harass him and attack him. Try to get some kind of offense going here. Put him on the end. Okay. So I got some spearmen there to go ahead and help me with his cavalry units. I got my knights. And at this point I'm just luring him over here by the tower so that his units take some fire from my watchtower. I also want to keep him away from his town center and his watchtower as well. So I draw his units over here, I take them out, and I'm keeping up with the production of my knights. Okay. Not really sure what was going on here. It's like my villagers were attacking his knights, and my knights themselves couldn't get in to attack his units. I'm not really sure what was going on there. At this point, I've taken out his military units, so I decided it's time to go after his economy. So I see he's got a ton of villagers here who are not protected, so I immediately go for them. And I believe it's GG here pretty soon. He's not going to be able to defend this. He's got no military units, and there you go. As you can see, he ended up resigning. So, you know, as you can guess, I was pretty happy to win this match. You know, admittedly, like I said, I haven't won any other one-on-one games besides with a few of my friends. You know, random 1v1s, I haven't won any. I've been dominated every game, been rushed. So like this game, I made a promise to myself to go ahead and to be the one on the offensive. So, and it actually ended up paying off. You know, I got really lucky. This guy, you know, wasn't as good as me, but you know, that's not saying much. Like, he could probably easily beat me on any other day. We were pretty even there for quite a while. But let's go ahead and take a look at the final scoreboard here and see what we got as far as stats go. So I was pretty much leading the way all the way across with a total score of 3,374, him at 1,771. As far as military stats, my largest army was 23 units. I killed 19 of his, lost 6. No buildings razed or buildings lost on either one of our sides. I guess, you know, he saw his villagers being taken out and just realized he wouldn't be able to make a comeback. As far as for economy goes, I outperformed him in all areas but stone. Like I said, I couldn't find my stone reserve, so I was unable to get villagers on that to build another town center or potentially a castle. So no stone, but basically I won everything else here. Technology wise, I got to the feudal age in 13 minutes, not a very good time. I got to the castle age in 20. Explored 60% of the map, researched 15 upgrades to his 6. So society wise, I had more villagers than he did, which isn't really surprising. He didn't really have much going on for his economy there, but and there you go, the beautiful timeline here, graphically displaying, you know, the intricacies of the battle to us here. But that'll go ahead and do it for my first commentary, guys. This is my first time doing anything like this for video games. Kind of rusty, so I apologize if I was stuttering and jumbling my words around. It's honestly just me being nervous doing this for the first time, but I'll go ahead and I'll try to get a few other games up here. And you know, I actually plan on getting games up here of me losing too. I don't always want to post a game of me winning, because I'd like to get some advice from the community as to what I can do to improve. So you know, the next game I play, that if I win or lose, I'll go ahead and I'll do some commentary on it, and I'll put it up and you know, let you guys give me various recommendations on what you would have done, you know, how I can improve. All right, take care, guys.